Do you think that people should be allowed to criticise any religion or ideology?
Totally. Not just criticise it, mock it if they want. In fact, you are allowed to, just not Islam. You're allowed to criticise and mock whatever you want. You're allowed to criticise Christianity, mock Jesus. You're just not allowed to with Islam. Because was given a special privilege, protected status by a liberal woke establishment. I drive a Bentley.
I go missing for 2 days sometimes.
Yes, racism is discouraged by the system, but there's always a certain level of racism that's allowed, and that's if you're being racist against an enemy of Israel or an enemy of globalism. So you can go on a news show, as Katie Hopkins did, and say that you want to genocide the Palestinians, and you won't actually face a big backlash for that. That didn't get her deplatformed. You can go and talk about glassing Iran or something, or bombing Persia, bombing Tehran. And, you know, you'll get invited on major news programs. You get invited on Fox News to put that talking point out there. Or, you know, you can be Ben Shapiro and talk about peaceful ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, and that won't affect your reputation.
Tommy Robinson. So a few days ago, I said, I'm not going to be going to England. And I told you guys, I'm like, I'm not going to tell you why. Because, you know, Tommy was worried because of my reputation, you know, because I am me, that he was worried about offending the media and PC and all that. So the reason I didn't tell people is because I thought it would make him look bad, and I didn't want to lie. I wasn't going to say I chose not to go when I didn't choose not to go. He was worried about, I mean, I'm pretty obvious. It's, you know, my takedowns of Jews.
You're allowed to criticise and mock whatever you want.
Pretty obvious. It's, you know, my takedowns of Jews. I understood why he panicked, and he apologized on stage. And so this is what he said today. I think this was today.
Political correctness is all. And this week, I pandered to political correctness, and I'm raging with myself. There's a comedian called Owen Benjamin.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
And when you look at what he does, he pushes his jokes, or he says everything that he's not meant to say. And if he's told not to say, he says it again. And he was supposed to be here today singing. And I got front, and I pandered to political correctness because I looked at some of the things he said, and I hate myself for it. So
protected status by a liberal woke establishment.
And there's people that were, because this is the thing, is people were writing to me like, yeah, Tommy's a shill, or Tommy's funded by Israel and all that stuff. And I'm like, I don't care. He called in a panic, like, man, I saw some of these videos. Like, dude, I'm worried. I'm worried that they're going to come at me because of some of these jokes. And we know it's about me mocking Jews. No one else mocks Jews. I do, because I can't mock Catholics, Muslims, and not Jews.
Protected status by a liberal woke establishment.
Because of some of these jokes, and we know it's about me mocking Jews. No one else mocks Jews. I do, because I can't mock Catholics, Muslims, and not Jews. Everyone or no one for me. And he now knows it.
But Simon has a question for Shazia, and he said, Shazia, can I ask you if your articles have ever been censored by TR News?
Just the one. Just the one article. It's on my blog.
Elaborate a little bit. Elaborate, please. Which article and what bits were censored?
In my article, the entire article, Hypocrisy, was uploaded onto TR News, and then it was removed. And some crazy man did a video on my entire article calling me a Jew hater and all that nonsense. There's nothing in my article that says I hate Jews. I don't hate Jews. I don't hate any. The only people I really hate is paedophiles and rapists. I don't waste my time hating Jewish people or Muslims or, you know, white people. I don't hate anybody. And, you know, it took, some days I can write an article in a day and then edit it and it's good to go. And I took almost a week to write that one because I really wanted it to come across as being really neutral, just to make people think, to ask questions, you know, that if I stand on a platform and I talk about Islam, everybody applauds me and tells me, oh, you're really brave and well done. But if I stand on that platform and question Jewish people and, you know, Judaism, all of a sudden I'm hated and, you know, it's wrong and you're blaming all Jews. But when I do it with Islam and Muslim, I'm never blaming all Muslims. Anybody that blames all people is just really silly anyway. And even to have to say that not all Muslims do this or not all Jewish people do this is just pointless. People should know that not all. So yeah, the hypocrisy article got pulled.
Well, thank you for that.
Now you've been to Israel. Why do you support Israel?
In fact, if you actually dig out the first ever demonstration that we done, we bought the Star of David. My first speech I done, I had the Star of David wrapped around me. I drive a Bentley.
I go missing for 2 days.
I drive a Bentley.
I go missing for 2 days.
I drive a Bentley.
I go missing for 2 days.